Those of you who know me know that I talk a lot about finding jobs, and I spend time talking about how to find a good job, what a good job is, the way that you hunt for jobs, tips and tricks, all of those sorts of things. But I'm going to put all that aside for now. And I want to talk about the emotion of finding a job, what it feels like when you're on the job search. You see, in making these videos, one of the great things that I get to do is interact with people in comments. They ask me questions and I'm able to give them advice and feedback. And there are times when I note a point of desperation in someone. And my job for a long time has been to find people work. I've enjoyed that part of my job. It's why I do this channel. And it's just incredibly disheartening to hear these difficult stories that people have going 4 weeks, 2 years, something like that, without finding a job. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what that's like and let you know you're not alone. You're not the only one feeling this. You're not the only one experiencing this. You're not the only person who is there. There are other people in this with you. There are other people experiencing it with you. In fact, your friends and your family, they want to experience it with you. They want to be a support to you. And they know how hard this is. I want to speak to my guys for just a minute. Guys, we're not great at showing our emotions. We're not great at experiencing our emotions, honestly. I'm terrible at it. I'm the worst at it. I had to go to counseling to learn what that was. And what I'll say is, you can do that now. It's okay. It's okay. There's a weight on our shoulders oftentimes, or at least we feel it. Whether society still puts this on us or not, as men, we still feel this weight to provide, to support, to be self-sufficient. It's something that I think that's built into us in our DNA. I don't know for sure, but that's the role that we've had historically. And there's something in us that still wants to do that. It feels like we ought to do that. And when you don't have a job, it feels like you're not able to. And it feels like you're not able to do everything that you need to do. And that's okay. Feel that. It's fine. You can make it through. For as many sad, terrible stories that I hear lots of stories of hope, people who have found jobs, people who have made it through. And what I can tell you is this too shall pass. This too shall pass. You will reach the end of this time. This will be marked by a really difficult period in your life. You'll look back and say, man, that was hard. I hated every second of that. It was a miserable experience. And you'll see that you made it through. And you'll see that you broke through this, and you were the one who was able to strive and to fight through the emotion and to still take action. Because the other thing I want to say is, I have a lot of people who say the market is doing this and companies are doing that, but you have agency. You have control. Don't feel helpless in this situation. Don't feel like you can't do anything here. You can. You can. It is completely possible. It requires an incredibly hard thing, which is fighting through rejection and fighting through feeling like you're shouting into the wind. You're saying, I'm here. I'm really good. I would be a good worker for you. Hire me, please. And nobody listens. They don't respond to you. Statistics tell us that it takes 30 outreaches in order to get one response. Applying for jobs online cold, you have a 3% chance of getting a job when you apply for jobs online cold. That means that you'll have to apply for how many jobs? 33 in order to find a job. And actually, I think it's closer to 200. You'll have to apply to 200 jobs, which means you'll get rejected a bunch. And it feels awful. It feels miserable. And I didn't want to put out another video without saying that is completely okay. And I know that it feels awful. Don't let that steal your agency. You are in charge. You get to decide how often you get up and submit those applications. Because even though it takes 200 applications to get hired, ultimately, you can do 200 applications. You don't do them all at once. You do them bit by bit. There are tips and tricks throughout this channel where I show you how to get to hiring managers and how important referrals are and knowing somebody at the company, all sorts of things that will help you and make this easier and maybe cut down on that 200. But you have the ability, you have agency. You are able to affect your own outcome and you're going to make it through. People always do. I know very few people who, when they're 20 something, lost a job and never worked again a day in their life. I don't know that that happens very often. In fact, I can only think of two times, two people that I've ever met in my entire life where that was the case. And in both cases, they didn't work again because they gave up. It's not because they couldn't be hired. It's because they gave up. They stopped searching. They said, "Oh, well, companies just don't want to hire me. Oh, well, companies are the bad guys. They're doing these things that aren't good for me." And they made excuses and why it's the company's fault. And in the end, you have the agency. You can do it. It is on you. Don't quit. The only two people I've ever met that didn't find a job, they didn't find it because they quit. I'm hoping this is encouraging to you. I want you to find a job. I want you to not find a job. I want you to find the career that just makes your life. I hope you find a company to work for where you find the friends and relationships and all the things that you hope to have. I hope you find that in your next thing. And even if the next thing isn't that, even if the next thing is just, I need a job to pay the bills, that's okay. You don't have to stop searching. When you have a job to pay the bills, keep looking, keep hunting, look for that good job that's going to build you a career. You can do it. Don't let anything stop you. You are in control. You're going to find a job. Don't get disheartened. Take heart. Take heart. I see a bunch of people go through this. They all make it through. Only two in my entire life didn't make it through. And that's because they quit. If you fight through, you are going to find that job. I wish you the very best of luck in your job search. I hope that you find the perfect job. I hope you find the perfect coworkers. I hope you find the perfect commute and the best lunchroom and the best way to work. I hope you get a standing desk and get to take breaks whenever you want. I hope you get unlimited PTO. I hope you get all the things. Every bit of it. I hope you get to work from home if you prefer remote work. I hope you get a cool office if you prefer not to. I hope all those things for you. I hope you find exactly the right fit. And I hope if you don't find the right fit, you keep fighting through, you keep persisting while you keep that job in order to find the perfect fit, to find a better thing. That's what this channel is. This channel is called A Better Thing. The channel exists because we know that there are people out there who are looking for a better thing. Now, some people are going to comment that I rambled on forever, but I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you that you can do it. You're going to make it through. You are going to find the perfect job. Best of luck in your search. I'll see you in the next video, and one day I'll see you on the other side of this.